Ba-boom. Welcome back. Yesterday I was at a tanning salon. On Sunday I may have a styling salon set up right in my backyard. So I don't know. Some people are saying that, I'm favorable to salons, but we're just trying to get businesses back open, get people working, get people out of their house. So lots of stuff could happen. Frankie joins me again. Now, hi Frank.
Hey, John, a little bit of breaking news here before we continue. I just want folks to know the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension has apparently taken former police officer Derek Chauvin into custody for the murder of George Floyd. So no official charges have been filed yet, but this police officer has been taken into custody.
All right. Now, in some other breaking news that, you may not think it's breaking news, but I read yesterday that I did not know this, but a big portion of sales of gum.
If you read yesterday, that is breaking news.
I mean, there's a start right there. I actually read something, but I didn't realize this, but a big portion of the sales for gum and mint companies is through mini bars in hotels. It's like a big part of their sales. And there was
I didn't know that. Makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't either. But there was a big report that this has got me down, okay? Because you know how much I love the word mint, and it's an old throwback word. And I say you look mint or your hair looks mint. It's like it's like a Guido word from the '80s. But apparently, sales of mints are down 30% in America since the beginning of the pandemic. So the mint stock is way down, Frank. And I'm thinking, if I'm going to start piling up worthy causes to fight for, I'm thinking about a new movement where we go out there and we try to make mint again. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be bad.
John, I don't know about that. Look, as big hello to our friend Brian Phillips, who's watching, a great guy, a big Wall Street titan in his own right these days. But I think if we're going to start taking, absolutely, if we're going to start taking any words back or try to improve, words like mint. The one thing I'd like to do, you began the show by saying
my friend Bobby Alciero's mint.
By saying that your phone was literally blowing up. Now, the way that you used it is now unfortunately correct, because there are so many people that were misusing the word literally that now we no longer have a word that means literally.
I'm with you.
I would like to make literally literal again. And if we're going to do that, either that or let's find a new word. So I did a little research, and apparently the word literally is derivative of the Latin litera, which actually means letter. So a synonym for letter is, of course, document. So the Latin for document is scriptum. So how about if we create a new word to mean what literally used to mean, and maybe we can call it scripturally?
Scripturally. I like it.
Scripturally, yeah.
Well, we could start a two-man effort with the grammar police, or at least be their ambassadors here in New York, to make mint again, and to make literally again.
Right. I've given up on making literally again, because it's now, I think we're at the point, it's almost I could care less, right? I could care less means nothing. It's ridiculous. But we're now at the point where more people actually say I could care less than I couldn't care less.
Right.
So I think we have to sacrifice literally. But if we're going to get the lexicon going, if we're going to get things, the vernacular working to the people's benefit, then we need to get people, at least the 24 people watching us on Facebook and the millions watching on Biz TV, we need to get people to adopt the word scripturally.
I like it. All right,
it's like
Festivus.
Exactly. All that has to happen is more people start saying it.
All right, let's get a lower third. Nico, make a lower third reminding people we're going to use scripturally in lieu of literally going forward. My friend Bobby Osiero's on there. He's Mint. And by the way, you know my friend Mikey Bagels. His name on Facebook is Michael Mint Russo. So there are. Wow, Nico was actually doing. Nico was literally doing some extracurricular work in the past few days because he just made a lower third on the fly contextually in the show. So we are moving at warp speed now, Frank. You can't even believe what's happening.
What does it say? What does the lower third say?
It says, put it up, Nico. It says, scripturally, question mark, apostrophe, exclamation, and on the lower part of it, it says, really, question mark, exclamation point. So it's not the most beautiful thing you've ever saw, but it's certainly, one small step for tan, one large step for tankind.
I don't like that spelling of it because scripturally, it, I think, refers to something that's in the scriptures. In
well,
the Bible.
He's not a great speller. You're going to have to give him the spelling, but we got to give him an A+ for effort.
Yeah.
Because he just did something that
So
I've never seen him do before.
I'm thinking SCRIPTERALY.
Scriptor, like scepter. All right.
Scripturally.
Jess is saying we have to wrap up. We have 10
Not
seconds
scripturally,
left. And
but
if we're going to start fixing things, I hate when people say, if you really want to know the truth, if I didn't, I wouldn't be talking to you. We'll be back
I like that, actually.
Most financially successful people own assets that make them money while they sleep. They usually own real estate, vehicles, intellectual property, equipment, and more. These assets make passive income through leases, subscriptions, royalties, and fees that don't require time, energy, or attention. Your assets do the work, and you collect the check. So what kind of asset should you buy? The most valuable companies in the world, like Amazon, Google, and Apple, all have the same thing in common. They make a majority of their revenue from data technology assets, storing, collecting, processing, and providing data. It's all about the data. What if you could own data tech assets with a low upfront cost? Introducing Apex, a proprietary technology built to process and mine data and render artificial intelligence and 3D gaming at exceptionally high rates. Apex Tech has partnered with SafeTech, a subsidiary of a publicly traded company called InvestView. SafeTech's business model leverages Apex technology to disrupt the multi-trillion-dollar data tech industry, giving you the competitive advantage. SafeTech's growth strategy is to capture a significant share of the market. SafeTech will enter into a 60-month lease with owners of Apex Systems. Why would they do that? Why not just buy all the equipment themselves? The same reason most companies lease instead of own, to scale quickly without the upfront costs and for the tax benefits. So how do you get started? You purchase an Apex system. Then you can lease it to SafeTech for 60 months at a rate of $500 per month. That's a total of $30,000 paid to you over the life of the lease. So what's your responsibility besides purchasing the Apex system? Nothing. During the lease, SafeTech is responsible for any maintenance costs to keep things running for you. Just collect a check every month for the next 60 months. This tremendous financial opportunity positions you to follow the strategies of the financially successful. You can leverage data technology to produce passive income that generates revenue without your time, energy, or effort. This is what is meant by creating multiple streams of income. But the opportunity to participate will not last forever. If this concept fits your financial goals, take action today while you still have the chance.